Okay, we're going to start our math lesson, which is 96. So I want you to get your speed drill out, and we are going to do number 1. Okay, I'm going to set a timer for 1 minute. Ready, set, go. Okay, stop and get your red something out, and we're going to do these. Okay, so come on. 7 minus 13 equals 6. Then we have 15 minus 12, well, 2 minus 5 equals 3, and we're going to put a 0 before this because 1 minus 1. Okay, 8 minus 13, 5. No, not an R, 5, okay. And then 9 minus 13, 4, come on. 7 plus 4, well, I know 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 1 more would make it 11. Come on, quit being silly Willy. Okay, and then 7 plus 9, 16. And then 8 plus 3, well, 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 1 more is 11. And then 5 plus 9 is 14. Then we come down here and we do 12 minus 7. Well, 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 2 is 7, and 7 plus 7 is 14. Then we have 7 plus 4, which is 11, and 11 minus 5 is 6. And then, ooh, we have some skip counting. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15. And then the last, oh, let's make this a little smaller. The last one is, come on, 10 minus 2 is 8. And 8 plus 8 is 16. Very good. Okay, so flip it over and write however many you missed. We are going to talk about Roman numerals. So we're going to review our Roman numerals like we did yesterday. So we'll start with 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so if we look at 10, what is Roman numeral 10? X. And then 11 is 10 plus 1, so X, I. And then 12 is 10 plus 2, XII. 13 is X, 10 plus 3. And then if we skip 14, but we come to 15, we know that this is, come on. Oh, I went too far. 10 plus 5, right? So XV. But 14 would be XIV because this is 1 minus 5, right? Very good. Okay, so we are going to jump into the ruler. So we have learned inches so far, which are the big part of the ruler, right? So how many inches are in our 1 foot ruler? 12. But now we're going to flip it to the other side and look at the centimeters. So centimeters are something that we would, when we measure things, it's something that's solid, right? And so when we look at centimeters, it's something that we want to look at maybe smaller objects so that we can get an exact amount. And so when we look at the top, the way to write inches is INC is spelled out, or IN, or 2 apostrophes. Centimeters is spelled out centimeters or cm. There's no abbreviation for it like this, a symbol. But when we learn centimeters, we're just learning the other side of the ruler. So we've learned inches, so now we're looking at centimeters. So go ahead and get your paper out, and we are going to need a ruler for this. So if you can get your ruler out for me, I would greatly appreciate it. And so it says use the centimeter side of your ruler to measure these lines to the nearest centimeter. So if you will get your ruler out and measure this line for me, and I'll give you just a second and I'll tell you what it is. Okay, so this top line, remember when we measure, we put our 0 right here and then see where it ends, and it ends on our 14. So let's look at this blue line. So we put our ruler right here, and where it ends is on the 9 and the green one. So we put our ruler right here and measure it right to there, to the end, and it measures at 12. Very good. Okay, measure the toy jungle animal to the nearest centimeter. So we look at this bear, and we're gonna start, we can start our 0 up here or down here. I would like us to start our 0 down here and then measure up, and what do we come to? 7, very good. And then this toy snake, so our 0 starts down here. We're gonna go up to, very good, 4. And this leopard, we're gonna start right here with our 0 and go across, and it's measuring at 6 centimeters. Very good. So now use your ruler to draw lines of symmetry. Let's see if I can do this. Maybe. Okay, so my line of symmetry, remember the line of symmetry when we want to be able to see the same on both sides. So would I go across right here? No, I would go up and down, right? Ooh. What about the tiger? Would I go across? No, I have to be able to see the same thing on both sides, don't I? And so I see both sides are 2 different eyes, both sides of the nose. Okay, what about the hexagon? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So could I go across this way? Yes, because it would flip, right? Or I could go up and down. Let's be different and go across. Very good. And then the Jeep. Could we go across the Jeep? No, we're going to have to go up and down. Number 4, measure the line with both sides of your ruler. It is easier to measure with inches or centimeters. So if I measure this line right here, which one's easier to measure with? Very good, centimeters. So write the word centimeters. And then, how many centimeters long is the line? Remember to label your answer. So how long is it from here to here? 8 cm. And you are done with that part. So let's look at our seat work part. Okay, so number 1, don't forget to put your name and date. Number 1, count to 20 using Roman numerals. It has some in there for you, doesn't it? Number 2, draw lines to match. So we have money. And then you have Roman numerals to draw lines to match. Number 3, sums and differences. So we're adding and we are subtracting and we might need to borrow. It looks like we do need to borrow. And then number 4, how much taller is the toy elephant than the toy tiger? Use your ruler to measure. And we are using our inches. So look, we had just talked about centimeters and then they changed it to inches. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions.